Hey everyone, welcome to another ranking, and this ranking is my ranking of the Die Hard movies. Yes, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I love Die Hard. There's so many Die Hard movies that I love. There's one Die Hard movie I hate, but yeah, we'll get to that. So yeah, I thought I'd do the ranking of the Die Hard movies, my least favorite to my favorite. There's five of them, so it's not a very long ranking, but I got my Blu-rays ready here. So yeah, here's my ranking of the Die Hard movies, my least favorite to my favorites. So yeah, coming in number 5. No shock whatsoever, Die Hard 5, aka A Good Day to Die Hard. Or I call this movie A Good Day to Eat Shit, because that's what this movie is. Watching this movie is like eating shit. It's unpleasant, it's gross, it smells, and it has you thinking every time you're watching it, why? Dear God, why am I doing this to myself? Yeah, I got weird, but still, I hate this movie. This movie is so bad. So freaking bad. I've only seen this movie once. I've only suffered through this movie one time. I saw it in theaters opening day when it came out in 2013. I freaking hated it. I despised this movie. This was one of my least favorite movies of 2013. It sucked. It was really stupid. It did not feel at all like a Die Hard movie. Like, Bruce Willis was back, but he didn't feel like John McClane. And then put Jai Courtney as his son. God, he was awful. The chemistry between the two of them was awful. The special effects looked awful. And the action was boring. There's like a 10-minute car chasing scene, and I was bored. I'm bored with a car chasing scene. What are you doing to me, movie? And John Moore directed this movie. He's a terrible director. This movie is just proof that he cannot direct good action movies, and I hated this movie. This is the worst piece of crap action movie I've seen in the past 10 years. It's a shitty movie, and it's most definitely a shitty Die Hard movie. Hate A Good Day to Die Hard. Coming number 4 is Die Hard 2, Die Harder. Yes, Die Hard 2. Really cheesy and pretty dumb movie, but I freaking love it. I love the first 4 Die Hard movies. Yeah, Good Day to Die Hard, shitty movie. This movie is really cheesy, but I do like it. I love Reddy Harlan directed this movie. Of course, Reddy Harlan directs a lot of cheesy movies, going like Cliffhanger and stuff. But yeah, I do enjoy this movie. This movie is a lot like Die Hard 1, but instead of like on a big building, he's in an airport. And not a good villain in this movie. There's no Hans Gruber. It's just some German, Russian guy. I don't know. But yeah, he's a very forgettable villain. But Bruce Willis was back as John McClane, and he's great in this movie. He's really good. The action's really good. It's nice and bloody. It's got a good hard R rating, and it's awesome. And yes, him flying up in the plane, that was pretty badass. And this is the first movie he uses the yippee-ki-yay as like a slogan to kill someone. Like, he just lights the lighter and goes, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, and then yes, the explosion is badass, and John McClane is badass in this movie. It's cheesy, but it's cheesy badass. Badass. Am I saying badass too much? I'll say it one more time. Badass. Coming number 3 is Live Free or Die Hard. Yes, this movie may be a PG-13 movie, but I do like it. I do like Live Free or Die Hard. Len Wiseman directed this movie, and Len Wiseman doesn't have a lot of good movies, but this is hands down his best movie. I really enjoyed this movie. I like Bruce Willis. He's back as John McClane. He's great in this movie. And I love how this movie is more techy, because like the villains are all like hackers and everything, because this is more of a modern version Die Hard, which I liked, and it's all about computers and stuff, because that's what our society is now. It's all computers and tech, and so make the bad guys. So yeah, like make the bad guys terrorists and computer techs. That's really clever. And I love his sidekick in this movie, Justin Long. He's a hacker guy, and he's like a teenager, and it really worked. I liked Bruce Willis and Justin Long in this movie. They had some pretty good comedic timing with each other, and Timothy Olyphant as the villain, he was pretty awesome. I love that he wasn't like a badass villain. He was more of a smart and cunning villain, and he was enjoyable. Mary Elizabeth Winstead as his daughter, she was good too. The action may have not been as bloody, because it's PG-13, but it was still really good. The effects actually looked good. Die Hard 5, those effects look shit. The effects look good in this movie. Bruce Willis is back, and he actually feels like John McClane in this movie. And yeah, I like this movie. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun Die Hard movie. Coming number 2 is Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yes, John McTiernan returns for Die Hard 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance. And yes, this movie is awesome. It has a great villain. You got Simon, played by Jeremy Irons, who's Hans Gruber's brother, and he's awesome. He's badass in another way. Like, Hans Gruber just like killed motherfuckers. Simon was more of like a trickster. He liked to trick people and manipulate people, which I really liked, and he was awesome. And yeah, what made this movie good was Yeah, the action was awesome, but this was more of like a thriller, which I really liked. And I love Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson's in this movie as the character Zeus. Them two make this movie amazing. Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson are awesome. Their chemistry is awesome. There's some pretty good comedy in the movie between the two of them, and they're great. I love Sam Jackson, and I love Bruce Willis, and them two together was just badass and amazing. And yeah, it was a good thriller and a great action movie, and one of my all-time favorite Die Hard movies. Love Die Hard with a vengeance. And my number one favorite Die Hard movie is Die Hard. Yes, 1988 Die Hard. As you saw in my top 10 favorite action movies, this is my all-time favorite action movie, and it's an amazing, amazing movie. John McTiernan did a fantastic job. Bruce Willis did a fantastic job. This is what introduced Bruce Willis as an action movie star. I love this movie. I love how simple this movie is, and I love how this movie's directed, how it's choreographed, how it's written, and I love these characters. And yeah, John McClane's a badass, and I love the conversations he has with Reginald VelJohnson. I love the conversation he has with Hans Gruber. And yes, Hans Gruber, one of the greatest movie villains ever. Alan Rickman, awesome. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Someone get me my detonators. And yeah, I love Alan Rickman in this movie. I love the constant bicker between him and John McClane. I love that they both try to outsmart each other. They're both very smart, very cunning characters. And yeah, I love this movie. This is a fantastic action movie. The action is fantastic. The characters are awesome. The dialogue is awesome. The conversations these characters have with each other is very interesting and fascinating. It's just a smart, fun action movie, and I love it. It's one of the greatest action movies I've ever watched, and it's my all-time favorite action movie. Love Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And that was my ranking of the Die Hard movies, my least favorite to my favorite. So yeah, please comment below, what is your ranking of the Die Hard movies? Your least favorite to your favorite? Comment below, let me know. And as long as you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.